My presentation is on the hearing impaired. Just because someone is not completely deaf does not mean that they don't have some sort of hearing impairment. So the definition of hearing impairment is an impairment in hearing, whether permanent or fluctuating, that affects a child's educational performance but is not included in the definition of deafness. So what is the definition of deafness? Deafness is a hearing loss above 90 decibels, which means that a hearing loss below 90 decibels is considered a hearing impairment. Here are some of the symptoms: muffling of speech and other sounds, difficulty understanding words, trouble hearing consonants, frequently asking others to speak more slowly and clearly, or turning up volume on TV and/or radio. 20% of the US population has a hearing impairment, with 3 billion of those people residing in the state of California alone. In California, there are about 650,000 students with a disability, but only 0.18% of those disabilities are hearing impairments. In the US, however, 15% of all students ages 6 to 19 have some sort of hearing impairment. Here are some of the educational challenges related to hearing impairments. Difficulty in the subjects of grammar, spelling, and vocabulary. They have difficulty taking notes while listening to a lecture. They usually don't participate in class discussions, and they struggle with oral presentations. Since children with hearing impairments are unable to receive some sounds accurately, they often cannot articulate some words clearly, making it hard for others to understand them. So how can we help these students? First, turn off any extra and unnecessary noise. Turning off equipment that creates background noise when you're not using it helps students focus on the class and lecture itself. Hearing aids amplify every sound, so try to eliminate any extra noise that may distract the student. Communication is key. Look directly at your students when communicating or teaching. Say the student's name before addressing him or her. Speak naturally and clearly. If you speak louder, it won't help you or the student. Try arranging the desks in a circle. It helps students who need to read lips, and also try repeating other students' comments or questions. Provide students with an outline of the lesson and use visual aids. Vision becomes their primary means for receiving information, so visual aids are really helpful for hearing impaired students. It is very important to follow all the IEPs of all the students and check for progress. Monitor student progress in daily work and assignment. If possible, maintain close contact with parents to share ideas and techniques. Remember, some strategies and techniques that work for some students may not work for other students. Sometimes it takes time to understand the student and their learning habits. Give the relationships some time. Most importantly, be patient with all your students and make students feel welcomed in your classroom.